Well, joining me this week are Tom Elliott. He's the Chief Investment Officer at Beulah Capital. Joanne Gray, she's the Opinion Editor at the Australian Financial Review. And Roger Montgomery, the founder of Montgomery Investment Management. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
And Roger, first to you. Do you agree with the bottom theory espoused by Ross Barker? He's not quite sure whether it's there yet.
Well, I think investors need to understand that if you wait for a cheery consensus that things have improved, you're going to pay a much higher price. Our job is to try and work out when things are cheap and when we observe them to be cheap. And I think the things that are going to influence our market are largely the resource sector and the financial services sector, and that's going to determine the return of the All Ordinaries Index and whether that gets out of that range that Ross was talking about for the next 5 years. On the commodity side, I think iron ore's, we've been talking about it now for a year, really tough. And on the financial services side, no credit growth. So they're going to be dampeners on our market for some time.
How do you see it playing out, Tom?
Well, it's worth remembering that the last time we saw a market bottom, which was actually way back, well, there was two. There was one in 2009, of course, and then before that in 2003. In neither circumstance was it obvious at the time that this was the bottom. Things are only evident in hindsight, and I've always liked the old saying, you buy when you hear the cannons and you sell when you hear the trumpets, and I just don't know if we've heard enough cannons yet. That's the problem for me.